my God, Samantha, I've got the best news. Oh my God, I'm going to be a mom. Well, maybe it's an adopted mom. I don't know, but I'm so excited. I'm going to be a mom. Hello, people. Guess who's going to be a mom? I'm going to be a mom. Why do you look stunned? I thought you'd be excited.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to absorb all of this new fun information that
Right?
that a menopausal woman is laying down in front of another menopausal woman. I'm gonna have a baby. I'm gonna be a
I think it's
mom.
probably a couple babies, actually. It's more than one
Okay.
baby, I'm pretty sure. It's the
Okay.
pigeons. The pigeons are back.
The the pigeons are
The
back.
work pigeons are back. But guess what? They didn't go to my boss's office like they have in the last 2 years and not been loved. They came to the gift shop. The pigeons came to me.
Oh my God.
Obviously, they're going to make babies. They know
Yes.
that I'm happy for them,
Yes.
and they knew that I would appreciate their effort.
Of course.
I'm gonna be a mom. I'm gonna be a mom. I'm gonna be a
For the
pigeon mom.
first, yeah, a pigeon mom. First time ever.
First time ever.
So
Gonna
are you
be a
going to
mom.
be, what kind of mom are you going to be? Are you going to be like an attentive mom, a wayward mom,
I'm gonna be
a
wayward.
helicopter
No,
mom?
well, it depends, right? So last couple of years, what's happened is that the pigeon eggs never became birds,
Oh,
right? Like a magpie or something ate the eggs because they do that, right?
well, should it not be your job to then like take care of said?
Well, you can't get to the ledge, right? So you have to trust that the pigeons and Mother Nature are going to take care of my babies.
Oh my
But
God.
in the past, they haven't taken care of the babies. Or
The,
if they had, they flew and somebody swooped in, ate the babies. Because that's what they do.
okay.
Those magpies, they eat babies.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
Stop talking for 5 seconds.
Okay. I'm
I have
so
an idea.
excited. I'm
I
excited.
know. Yes, I can feel your excitement.
Totally.
What about getting like a webcam and you can like watch your babies from wherever you
Oh,
are, right? You know how people
maybe.
set up webcams and you can go onto that link and you can watch, this particular animal or
Right.
area or whatever, right? So why don't you get a webcam and then you can pay attention to your babies all the time and then they know that they'll be loved, even if they get eaten by something.
And then I'll see that. Here's the thing. I never, ever, ever, friends of the podcast, I never thought I'd hear me say this. That could be brilliant coming from you, Samantha. That might be a brilliant
Jeez,
idea.
shut up.
I'm just
You
saying,
know,
right?
I'm trying to be supportive and you're being an asshole. So now I'm done. And now I think worst idea ever. You're going to
No.
be a horrible mom. You're going to suck. You're probably going to, get the crow to come and eat the
I'm
babies
not.
because you're all of a
No.
sudden you've decided I don't want to have kids.
I want to have kids.
I don't want,
I'm all
it's too
in.
late for
Nope.
me. I don't have
Mm-mm.
time for this. I'm too
Are
selfish.
you kidding?
Yeah,
I already
this is
told
who you
people.
are.
I've already told people that work in the gift shop, don't you knock on that window. Let them
Don't you?
be in the nest. Right? But the dad, so I can tell, right?
Oh
So the
my
mom, she's
God.
in the nest, right? There's no eggs yet. The eggs got to come. Mom's
Uh-huh.
in the nest though. The dad, oh, he looks rough for wear, hair. Hey, like so to me, if that dad was a person, he's in a wife beater.
Oh God.
He's got a greasy, hairy chest, and he's got a bandana on. He's creepy looking. Hey, that's the dad looks creepy. I feel that it's not a good man. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful pigeon. He
Okay.
looks like something from the alley,
Well,
right?
maybe he's led a rough life, but if he loves his pigeon wife
Well,
and they made
hopefully,
pigeon babies,
right? He's been
right?
there all day, so
Right.
obviously there's some love, right?
Obviously, he too can be a good parent.
You're gonna be an auntie.
Oh my God, I can't wait for the
You're
third time.
right. You're gonna be a pigeon auntie. How exciting! How exciting! It actually would be for the
Uh,
fourth time because I think you have
oh,
another
sorry.
nephew that you
Yes,
forgot
I do.
about.
I have a lot. This would be for the fourth time.
Right. So good thing that you're not having the babies
Oh
because
no, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4. This would be the fifth
this
one.
would be the fifth. Good thing you're not having the babies because you're already a neglectful aunt.
I'm only an
You already
aunt.
suck.
Yeah, I
You
know.
already suck.
I'm very self-absorbed. I
Not
understand
me.
about
Not me
myself.
now. I
Yes, you are.
8 o'clock this morning, I was
No,
self-absorbed. When I
you don't.
found out at noon,
You can't.
oh,
You can't
totally,
change in it. No, you
totally,
can't. No, you
totally.
can't.
This leopard changed
No.
her spots and was loving. I
Stop.
became loving. I love those babies.
I doubt
So
it. Eh?
excited. So
Okay.
excited,
All
right?
right.
I'm gonna be a
Okay.
mom.
All
Gonna be a
right. Well,
mom.
let's move on from this, Lisa. People are
Oh,
very excited about you and the pigeons, but
where do you even go from that news?
well, hopefully into better stuff. So, yeah. So we're gonna move away. So, hey guys, welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the
And
podcast.
if you're still with us after talk of being a pigeon mom, God bless you. And hopefully the rest of the episode gets better for you.
How do you make those hearts?
Oh, stop it.
Mine looks like a peach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to
Yeah.
make those hearts. Sorry.
It's
Do you know
more
how to
like
make a
that.
heart? Friends of the podcast, if you're watching this on YouTube, all 122
It's
of you,
more of a V. More of a V.
we're trying to make those. Oh, Sam makes a perfect heart. I
Of
make a
course I do.
circle.
Because I'm better than you.
I'm not very crafty like that.
Oh my
I
God.
digressed.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, friends of the podcast again.
All right. Now you're here, so you might like us. It's very possible you do. If you do, download, subscribe, share with a friend, leave a review. That would be fun. We do have our pod page, ishakemyheadpod.com. You can go there and you could leave a voice message too. So, because Lisa needs love and this is her way of getting it. So
Right.
if you could just do that, that would be wonderful.
Right. Pay
And
it
she'd
forward.
get off my back.
Pay it forward to me.
Yeah, and she'd get off my back.
Samantha, I'm not that bad.
Yes, you are.
I just, you know what? Okay, I am. I'm that girl.
Yeah, you're that girl.
I'm that girl, right? We're going to talk about that later on at the end of the podcast. All right. But I got something that I got.
It's a confession.
Oh my God. It's an embarrassing confession.
It's a confession.
I was telling my work friends about this. Friends of the podcast. I can't drink fancy wine.
No, you're low level wine lady.
Right? Like I'm meant to be unclassy when it comes to wine. Drink the cheap shit. Right?
She did not handle her wine well on Friday.
I did
You were doing so well. We were having fun, and then all of a sudden,
it's done.
You needed a nap.
I was in bed sleeping by 9:30.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Wow. Expensive wine. That's what it does.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Oh my God. I can't. HHG,
Yeah.
She's just doing it because that's what she do.
Yeah, that's what she does. And I had my share of various beverages. I actually was perfectly fine.
Not this girl. Not this girl.
So I don't know what happened to you, but you did not handle it well.
What is that about, hey?
I don't know. But you know what it is? It's like you just need to remember good wine packs a punch. So you don't got to drink 4 gallons of it to feel the effects and have a little nice buzz happening. Where we typically go
right
for multiple drinks. That's like boxed wine. So boxed wine, she a little bit low in that alcoholic count. And she's only giving you a little bit, and that's why you got to drink the whole box. Like, you're giving it your all.
Right. I'm in it to win it.
So when you go classy, you don't do sporty drinking.
No. Right.
When you're low level wine, that's sport drinking. That's like it's a sport.
Right. I'm competitive.
Right.
Because
it's like, go, 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 go.
Yeah, and I do.
But you don't got to do that with the good stuff.
Well, I can't. Happened one other time. Remember a couple of years back? Same thing. Remember you and I were there.
Well, because you always forget, right? You forget what happens and
how it just
the toll that it takes. The beauty of it is that you kept apologizing. I'm like, I need you to be quiet.
Right.
You just need to get out. You just need to get out of where we are. You just need to shut up and get in the car. Shut up and get in the car.
Are we still able to go back there?
I think so.
Okay, good. Because I still feel I'm pretty classy.
Yes, as you ate your chicken fingers and fries, barely.
Right. I always think it's because I never eat enough.
Well, and I believe the one donut that you had that day probably was a factoring piece in all of that.
Right, I got to remember that.
Yeah.
Right, and I don't drink the water. I don't do any of that stuff.
No, you do nothing.
Right, I just... My friends at
Okay,
work,
so
my friends at work, this is what they said. Don't you have it backwards? Wouldn't it be rougher on the cheap stuff? Yeah, you would think.
You would think.
No, I'm a cheap bitch,
You would think, hey? You would
right?
think.
You would totally think. Oh,
But no.
goodness.
No. So, all right. But you did good. We had
We
fun.
had fun,
We
right?
had a good time.
Right?
So,
Tucked in
it
and
was all
sleeping by
good.
9:30. Life was good.
You know, but you did say something that night that was slightly disturbing. And I was like, girl, you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, tell me.
Oh, you don't remember? This is even better. It's even better, folks. It's even better. On that Friday, Lisa said, Mark Consuelos is too much man, too much work.
I totally agree.
And I was like, what the fuck you talking about, Lisa? He is not too much man and he is not too much work.
He totally is.
Because then I'm like, explain yourself.
Fine, I will tell you. I don't need to remember that to say it. He is totally too much, man. Look at that, like that Greek god. I'm not
Italian,
climbing.
actually.
I'm not climbing it. I'm not doing nothing with it. Too many expectations. I'm not going to live up to. I'll tell you that right now, right? He's too pretty.
He's too pretty.
He's so pretty.
He's so pretty.
And he's so perfect.
So pretty.
And he's so perfect.
Yes, he is.
And even though I'm pretty, I don't know if Mark Consuelo's pretty. Too much work.
Oh my God, is that how we're measuring ourselves now?
Right? Not Mark Consuelo's pretty.
Not Mark Consuelo's pretty.
Not Mark Consuelo's
okay.
pretty. No.
All right. Well, that makes perfect sense now.
Right? You imagine the feat of keeping up with that? No.
Well, do you know how often Kelly Ripa works out? Like every day?
Yeah.
All the time?
And she still complains about having to keep up with that.
I know.
Right? Like she still complains about that. I don't want that in my life. Thank you. I'm good. Right?
All right.
I'm at the end of my life. I'm at the end.
Not.
I'm at the end. I'm in the back half. Right?
You're in the half of your life where you're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not keeping up with you.
Right?
I don't gotta keep up with this shit.
Tapping out. Right?
Right.
I don't need to keep up with the Joneses. Not there.
Or the Consuelos.
Or the Consueloses. Certainly not there, Samantha. Okay, but listen, that's too funny. Hey, but listen, I'm glad I could clear that up for you. But I got a nice shake my head.
Uh-oh.
It happened at work. And but it's common because that's we are, right? We're common observational podcasts, so it happens everywhere. I shake my head at people who put up a sign that says they'll be back in 5 minutes. Because I needed something from the people who put up the sign saying they'd be back in 5 minutes, and I went back 2 times with actually past the 5 minutes, and the sign was still up saying they'd be back in 5 minutes. Who's 5 minutes? When is 5 minutes up? Right? I was enraged, hey? Because I'm like, who does this? Why do we do this? And I bet you we all do it. Be back in 5 minutes.
Is 5 minutes 10 minutes?
How do I know when 5 minutes started? How do I know when 5 minutes ends? Say I come back in half an hour. It still says you're gone for 5 minutes. Okay. Can't we put a time on things? I need us to put a time on those signs. Like, I'll be back at 10:15. Gotcha. That resonates. 5 minutes means nothing but anger to me.
Right? I think they should have a clock back at 1:30.
That
back
hand,
at 12:30.
right? Totally. Like, don't put up be back in 5 minutes. No. Because when I come back in 5 minutes and your sign's still there and you're not there yet, that sign's not telling me the truth.
It's lying.
It's lying. It's a lying sign, and that's not. It's a lying sign, and that's not how we start the day. Right? We don't start the day off with lies.
Oh my God!
Right.
All right, Lisa. That's a good way to shake my head, though.
Yeah. Do you ever come across that?
Yes.
Right.
Of course. It's very.
And I probably have done it too. Be back in 5 minutes.
Right? And 5 was 10.
And 5 was
10 was 20.
Right. And nobody's the wiser. Right?
Except that one person who stood by the sign, counted and looked at their watch.
Okay, well, I can wait here for 5 minutes. But now it's past 5 minutes and your sign's lying to me.
Yeah.
Right?
And that would be you. You would be doing that.
And I did. Right? So I shake my head at that type of sign.
Oh my God. Okay. So Ivan and I shake my head at my phone. It did something that I was like, it does it all the time, but I was
Right.
like, okay, you know what, phone, enough with you.
Like your new
Enough with you.
precious phone?
My new precious phone. My
Okay.
old phone did this too.
Okay.
I am done seeing the little message at the end of my week or the beginning of a new week saying, you use your phone 58 minutes more than the previous week. Shut up.
Because it's shaming you.
Shut up.
It's totally shaming us. That's what mine does that too. Totally shaming. You used
And
it for
all I-
7 hours and 52 minutes this week.
Right. And all I'm thinking is, it's none of your business.
Not your business.
None of your business.
Not your business.
Stop it.
Right? Dear phone, find something else better to do.
I don't need to feel shame from
Sunday
from a
morning while you're having
phone.
coffee.
Right. You used your phone 50. Yes, I did. And those were well-earned 58 minutes.
Right? And I'm allowed to. Thank you very much. You're not my mama. Right? You're not my mom.
Not my mama.
Right? But you know what I think is funny? Is that friends of the podcast don't have a new phone. June. I updated my phone, though. It had an update.
Yes.
And the best thing ever came up with this update. What happened with my new update? Oh, so happy. It tells me when Samantha's read my message.
Yes, and not answered her back.
And not answered, because now I can see that she's read it and has
I'm
not answered.
And then every once in a while, I'm just going to send you a fuck off sign.
Right?
Little finger.
But being the good friend that I am, I told you about it and I said, just so you know.
No, you know what that message was? It was a threat. It was a threat and a taunt.
It was.
And I
It
didn't
totally
enjoy
was.
I didn't enjoy anything like that. And you know what? If my phone was my friend, it would have blocked you right
And
immediately
it didn't.
there.
It didn't.
Samantha, we don't take threats and we don't take taunts. Thank you, phone. I appreciate you. You got my back. You got my back, bitch.
It don't. It's watching
It don't got my back
It don't.
because it's gonna lie to me. And so now I'm like, oh fuck.
Right?
Fine. Hi, Lisa. Yes, I'm here. Fuck off. I'm answering your goddamn message now because you've threatened me into it and you're taunting me.
Right?
And at some point, it's going to be like, I don't reward bad behavior. And I'm like, bitch, this is my behavior.
It's gonna
You don't like my
continue.
behavior?
Right?
It's on you. Don't message me.
But I don't like your at-home behavior now, Samantha. It's not acceptable.
Fuck off.
Right? But you know what's funny? It doesn't do that to anybody else.
Well, that's unfortunate. It doesn't do that to Michelle.
Nope. Doesn't do that
Your
to the
husband.
HHG. Nope. It's just doing it to you.
Oh, God.
Which is
Probably
even
because
better.
it's my phone and I got a new phone.
Right?
And my phone talks to all the other phones because it's a new phone.
Exactly. I love it.
Curse.
Love
curse.
it, love it, love it, right? Because I'm
It's a
nosy like
curse.
that, right?
Oh, fuck yeah, you're a nosy bitch.
And you know what I believe, right? If you've read the message, you can also now reply to the message. Thank you very much. Right? Because you know I'm sitting here waiting for your message.
Yeah, and every once in a while, you're just going to get an emoji with a finger up.
That's fine. I'll find an emoji that's better than that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Right? You know
All
what we
right.
got? You know what we got to talk about?
Oh, yeah, it's good stuff.
We got to talk about Canada's election. So, friends of the podcast, whether you knew this or not, right? Canada had their election for the new prime minister, who ended up not being new because we re-voted in Mark Carney
Yes.
with a minority.
Yes.
With a minority, which does,
But more seats than the previous.
yes. Only bad thing with a minority is it means that we could have another election at any time,
True.
right? However, we're not looking at that. You know what it is,
No.
Samantha? This is what I took away from it, right? I took away the point that Canada chose not to let a man, who would have been Pierre, I can't even say his last name, decide women's rights.
Yep.
Canada decided, guess what? You don't get to decide that for women.
Yeah, and we decided as a country to not mimic the United States.
Totally, right? And somebody had said that people voted for Liberal because they were afraid that Pierre was going to mimic everything that the states did. And I'm like, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, dear America, and we know it doesn't apply to everybody, but dear America, thank you. We chose not to go the route you did. We chose
Yeah,
not
and
really to go for much change.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff.
People aren't necessarily happy,
No, there are a lot of people who are happy for us from the United States.
right?
And you know what? The thing is that it's not about who you voted for. It's we all want fairness. We all want to be represented properly,
Yeah.
and we want things to change. So that's the opportunity of the government that is now the minority, but PC has a large portion of the seats too.
Totally.
The NDP got obliterated.
Yep. So no more of them.
No, and the Bloc also they lost a lot too.
Yeah.
And there were things that went liberal in Montreal that they were very shocked at. From what I heard,
there was something that went liberal in Saskatchewan.
The North,
right?
The North went liberal. And I'm like, it couldn't have been my riding, right? It couldn't have been my section of the city.
Wasn't mine either.
No.
Nope.
Sucked.
Not mine either.
So, but I mean, the thing is that regardless of who you voted for, we just want a fair Canada, and we know that there's work. So that's fine. Speak up. Make people accountable.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do. That's the country we live in. We are allowed to stand up for what we feel it needs to be said.
Exactly.
Let's do that.
Right.
But we are not the United States. We should never want to be that.
Elbows
we are
up.
We are our own people.
Yeah.
We are our own country. We think our own ways.
Right. We don't need to be the States. The States doesn't need us anymore, like us to become part of them any more than we want to become part of them. It's ridiculous. It's not necessary.
Yeah, and apparently the Canadian election was we were the talk of the town today.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, because, Canadians have always been interesting. We just don't brag about it.
Right. We're super interesting people. Right?
We just don't brag.
No, so it's good. So, and we get that, you know what? We're not necessarily, like the last 4 years haven't been great.
No.
But we couldn't commit to the next 4 years being possibly out of control.
Yes.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
And oddly enough, the leader of the PC party lost his riding.
Lost his riding too, right? So when your own people aren't voting for you.
Yeah, that's not a good sign of...
And the new Prime Minister, Mark Carney, who's never held seat before, won his riding.
Yeah.
And he's never been a politician.
No.
So we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Let's go Canada.
But I do have a question, because maybe you do know.
Maybe.
So because Pierre is the leader of the PC party, but he lost his riding, and he can't sit in the House of Commons.
Somebody will give up their seat for him.
Really? Oh, is that what happens?
Yeah.
Oh,
so somebody else step down so he has a seat.
And then he just slides into that?
Slippery.
So he just gets to be part of the fun.
Yeah. So he'll become like the MP for wherever, whatever person says, "I'll give you my seat, Pierre." He becomes that elected seat.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. We'll see.
All right.
But we're happy.
That part.
No, but we're excited. We're happy. We're happy.
I just want to see what we can do. That's all I want.
Let's just see, right? Let's just see. But it's been a really really spiritual, tumultuous time since Easter.
You know, the fact that you don't burst into flames when you say shit like that, I'm surprised.
Right?
It's been a spiritual moment for me.
Right?
You will only pay attention when people die.
Well, that's when all the good news comes, right? Whether it be a death, a natural death, a bad death. I'm not saying I'm happy about any death. I'm sad for all deaths. Right?
But that's when you start to click in.
So I start to get interested, especially if it's like a celebrity or it's famous, right? So I'm just saying, right? It's time that we now move past the grief process with Pope Francis.
Well, they will on May the 5th.
Right? May 7th.
Oh, is it May 7th?
Yes.
Sorry. May 5th is Cinco de Mayo. Sorry.
Right. That's when you can't get a taco in town because it's too busy. Lineups for tacos. Right? We buried him. Let his legacy live. But now we need to move past and we need to look forward towards his successors. And friends of the podcast, you're going to hear it here first. This is breaking news. I predict the next pope, when the smoke goes white, is going to be Matteo Zuppi. He's from Italy. He's Italy.
He's from Italy.
And he's in the top 3. He's not the favorite, but he's in the top 3. Ask me why I picked him.
Why, Lisa?
I can say his name. Matteo Zuppi. I'm like, I got that name. I can say it. Totally, I buy into that guy.
So that's the only reason you're picking him.
Yeah, because I wanted to be able to tell people who I was going to pick, and it's hard if you can't pronounce their names, right? So I'm like, Matteo Zuppi. Who else would I pick? Matteo Zuppi.
Okay.
Similar to the Pope, right? He's like of the poor, right? That's his gig. He is very tolerant to LGBTQ, and
Okay, good.
fingers crossed. Matteo
Fingers
Zuppi.
crossed.
You heard it here. You
All
heard it
right.
here, people.
Oh, okay. So, but to tag into that, because you know how social media, they always give you fun little nuggets every
Totally.
once in a
Yeah.
while. Some of it's all crap, and then there's one little nugget.
Sure.
Well, I was going through TikTok, and I came across these guys who were sitting in the living room, and they were looking at the selections of popes, like the NFL draft.
Like the NFL draft, right?
And I'm like, that is brilliant, because that's kind of what it is.
It's a popularity contest.
It's totally a popularity contest.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
And like, I'm not heavily into the Catholic faith, but I feel like because I watch Conclave, I know a little bit
Right. Sure.
about what's going on, even though Stanley Tucci today on Kelly and Mark did say it is fictional. And I'm like, okay, but dude, it's kind of close.
But it's kind of close, right? Exactly.
What it really happens.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a tight race.
I think it's going to be a tight race, right? Like last time it went four times before they've decided.
Should we have a pope? We should have a pope draft.
We should have a pope draft, right? Then that would be fun.
Do you think it's rude though? Will people find it rude?
Like Catholics certainly could, yes. Sure they could. They could find all of this rude, actually. Hence, we're not Catholic.
But ultimately, it's their past. It's what they've done in their life as a cardinal, right?
Yeah, it's what they've done. It's where they think that the church should go, what type of
their
leader,
direction,
right? So I think that they figured that Pope Francis was a tolerant and a little bit of he changed things, he swayed things a little bit. So they feel that Matteo Zuppi is also like that. There's a guy whose last name is Pizza Bell, but I couldn't say his first name. I'm like, shoot. You know who seems really cool though, just in like a little bit that I've just seen bits and pieces of, is there's I want to say he's Filipino.
Oh, really?
And he seems really cool.
Oh.
Yeah. He says, he goes, I don't speak, what did he say? I don't speak Roman, or I don't speak, there's a language he doesn't speak. He's like, and then he points to himself and he's like, and I'm like, that's good. I like that. I can appreciate that, right? It seems like he has a little bit of a sense of humor, right?
But isn't there a Canadian cardinal in all of this too?
Yeah. So our front runner last time, he's 80, so he's too old now, right?
Oh.
But there's another Canadian. I don't know his name. And I don't know if I don't think he's like in the top 10 pick.
Oh.
But there's an American that's in the top 10 pick. But really, do we want an American Pope and American president? That seems crazy.
Do you think one has more sway over the other?
I think Donald Trump would think like, so this is my Pope, right? And I don't know if any Pope needs that.
I don't think the Catholic religion needs that,
right?
Actually.
Because Pope Francis didn't love Donald Trump.
No.
Right.
And he did die the day after meeting
J.D. Vance, right? So
vice president. So.
Let's preserve the next Pope. We should not make him American.
No.
Right?
No.
You know. Yeah. So it's interesting. And then I saw another meme, and they were doing it in the realm of the housewives.
Oh.
And it was really funny too, right? A little bit ruder though, right? Because they're calling like the Pope the queens and the women and things like that. Okay. But it was really, but again, not being Catholic, it was really funny.
But like when I saw it as sort of the Pope draft, I'm like, yes, it is.
Totally, it's the Pope draft, right?
Totally that,
right? Because you got your top picks, and then there's
you go around, you talk smack about the other ones,
right?
And then you try to sway the ones that are like, not quite in your corner, but then okay, what can I give you?
Right? And when do they do this swaying? Are they swaying like over like? Because apparently they're very, very quiet during this time period. So,
they vote twice in the morning and twice in the afternoon.
So is it like in the downtime?
They got to eat breakfast. They got to eat lunch. They got to have supper.
So it's at mealtime, right? So everybody's having their like, I don't know, like Cheerios, and everybody's like, yeah, I don't know, maybe Zuppi. He's been pretty good, that Zuppi.
Maybe, I'd vote for him, but now Zuppi might be a better choice.
But now Zuppi's popping up, and I saw it on the TikTok, Zuppi, right?
Oh, that's so funny.
It's so funny. And you're right. We're probably going to go to hell.
We're probably going to hell. No, you know what it is? We're just curious, Lisa.
Just curious. Got questions.
Just curious. We got questions.
Right? Hey, it's held my interest for 3 weeks already. 2 weeks.
I know.
and it's still got till like 2 more weeks for sure.
Oh, that's
Right?
true.
So, hi.
At least 2 more.
Dear Catholics, you're doing something right.
Yeah, you're doing something.
Right? You got me
piqued your
interested.
interest.
Right? You know? Maybe add another Pancake Tuesday in there or something. Then I'm in.
Hey, how about a pasta day? Pope pasta day.
Pope Pasta Day or Pope Pizza Day or,
Oh.
right? Pope Polish
There you go.
Sausage Day. I don't know, something. Right? Let's get another eating meal in there.
Right?
Right?
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to Friday
Okay.
because there was a moment that I'm like, oh my God, I am living my age times 10
Okay.
because
I probably don't remember.
the HHG was with us at Earl's and it was great. It was awesome. And she said something and I looked at her and I go, I'm sorry. Did you say you took a dude shower? And she looked at me. She's like, no. Are you deaf? I think
I think you might be going deaf.
That's what I heard. She's like, I said I took a quick shower.
That's funny.
Like, oh, Jesus.
Get going, Samantha.
I thought she said dude shower. And she's like, and what's a dude shower? I have no idea. That's what I thought I heard.
Right? Like you are losing your hearing.
Hi. Speaking from someone who has already lost it.
I admit it, right? Although it might be coming back because one day I was walking down the hall at work and a coworker was at the other end of the hall and I heard Gibson from behind and I stopped and I stopped and I'm like, oh my God, I can hear. And I could hear her. I turned around and I'm like, wow, I'm not hearing things. I'm hearing the right things.
Oh my God.
So
well, I don't know.
Maybe I passed it on to you.
Maybe. And maybe I got wax in my ear. I don't know. Maybe I'm going deaf. I mean, it's hard to say. I heard she said dude shower and I thought, huh?
Do you remember the time at the lake when my ear got heated up? And
don't relive that for everyone, please.
I'm going to. So, friends of the
God.
podcast, you know how like you can get wax in your ear? Well, I didn't know I had a wax buildup, right? I didn't know. How do you know? I do my ears. I do the whole bit. I'm clean like the next guy. We're at the lake and it's like 33 degrees and it must have been, the sun must have been beating down on the side of my face. And all of a sudden we were inside the cabin and I'm like, God, I thought maybe I had like a fly or an ant or something in my ear because I could feel something. And I put a Kleenex up to it. I had the coolest piece of earwax drip out and it was like the size of like, well, a Canadian toonie.
Oh God!
It was so big, and I'm like, "Look, Sam, look!" And she was like,
it was
not that happy.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Remember, I wanted to save it, but I didn't.
No, it was gross.
It was the weirdest thing, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I can hear! I can hear!" It was so crazy. Okay, you know how everybody spring, everybody's starting to do their planting, and we've decided, right? We're not plant people. I'm not plant people. I don't want to plant. Right? We killed the petunia last year.
Yes.
But you know what I do want? Because I love tomatoes. I just want to grow a tomato. Like, I love tomatoes. I just want to have my own tomato. Like, that's how much I love tomatoes, is that I'm willing to invest and put the work in growing a tomato. I don't know how to grow a tomato, but I'd like to grow a tomato. Just one.
Okay. Just one.
Just one tomato, like for one sandwich.
It won't replicate, right?
It won't grow more than one? Like, once you pick it, it won't just...
Yeah, it doesn't just also go boop back. It doesn't. It's not a cartoon. It's not a cartoon.
So how many do I have to grow? Like 3?
So usually a plant can give you like a couple.
Okay, I could do 2.
But you would still have to grow it, and it would still have to have a relatively decent sunlight.
Does it need water?
And unfortunately, you're not on the right side of the building for that.
No. I get nighttime sun.
You get
right, which I'd be willing to give it.
But that's not enough.
And then does it need water too?
Yes, of course.
Like every day?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Not every day, but it's going to need water like every other day.
So just like any other plant?
Of course.
Really?
You still have to look after the vegetable.
Oh, but people put them out in their garden and they just like leave their garden and then they just have gardens full of shit.
Because naturally the soil has a little moisture in it and then they'll water it and then it rains so it gets it natural moisture that way. But your plant is solely relying on you, and that's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing
you killed Patty the Petunia.
I totally killed her, right?
Or sorry, it was Patricia the Petunia.
No, I think it was Patty. Patty?
can't
Patty. I
remember.
think it was Patty. Patty the
I don't know.
petunia. And
Yeah.
totally we killed her, right? Because
Yeah.
she was either scorched, she got too much sun, not enough sun, too much water, how much water, needs a cup and a half. So then it was 2 trips in and out and I'm like, I'm over her.
Oh my God. So
This year I donated because that's from my boss's kid fundraisers, and that's where I got the plant from last year. This year the Gibsons just gave the money. Keep your stupid plant. Give it to somebody who will love it more than me.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So at least when I have pigeon babies, I'm not going to have to do anything. Those parents will take care of the babies.
Yes, you'll just be the overseer of the pigeons.
Yeah. Okay, so forget the tomato.
Yeah, drop it.
Damn. I also
Don't do
thought
it.
I'd be able to do it.
Okay. Don't.
Okay.
Think
fine.
of other things. Like, let's think about how long do you scroll before you actually fall asleep? Like, what's your routine with that?
It's too long. It's totally too long.
You know, you're not supposed to go to bed with your phone, right?
Yeah, I do. I have a
like
little.
your phone is not your lover. Like it's not. It's not.
Right. So my husband works nights, right? So I sleep by myself, and then I have a little pillow that I put my phone on. It's the pillow I got when I had a heart attack, right? They gave me a special pillow. So it's like a souvenir, right? Look at you, you survived, you got the pillow. And so my routine is I go to bed, like say between 10 and 10:30 on a work night, and I go to sleep at midnight.
Okay.
I get a message at 11:30 that says on my phone that says it's your bedtime, and I think half an hour more. And I just scroll. I scroll between Instagram and TikTok. And then, God forbid, if I wake up in the middle of the night.
Oh.
You don't?
I drop my phone
You have that
and
control?
I have to, because otherwise I'll be attached to my phone. It's too addicting to quickly just scroll.
Yeah, but
and I'm trying to work on that. No, I'm trying to work on that because it's not good for you.
What, scrolling or scrolling at night?
Just mindlessly going through things and not really ever really paying attention to anything because it's just, oh, I don't like that, scrolling past that. Oh, I don't need to read, that's too long. Scrolling. Like your attention span gets shorter and shorter.
I come with a short attention span, so it doesn't bother me.
No, so
I don't find it offensive whatsoever.
It's perfect for you.
Yeah, totally it is. But you know what my problem is because when I go to bed like an adult, like a responsible adult, but I'm really not tired then. Right?
Well, then scroll away, Lisa.
So
whatever makes your heart happy.
So just scroll away.
And then when you're ready, you put your
or I fall
phone
asleep,
on.
right?
It's pretty.
Or else I fall asleep, right? And I wake up. I usually put my earbuds in, so I can hear it, right? So just I'm listening.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even though there's no one home.
No, but I'm respectful that way to my neighbors. Oh, even though I'm sure they can't hear me.
No.
But I'm still respectful like that, right? That's just how I roll.
Okay. All right. Calm down.
You know, right. I'm just saying. So yeah, like, are you just trying to shame me?
No.
Because that seems shameful.
Do whatever you need to do.
Seems shameful. I'm just saying. But here's something. You want to know something so excited? So, okay. First off, I'm going to toot my horn. Toot, toot. I feel that from years ago, I might be the true original inventor of the character board.
It's not a character board.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The board where you have the cheese board. And you have the pickles and you have the crackers.
It's a charcuterie board, and you weren't the maker of that.
I think I might have been. I get it's evolved.
People in the food world, the chef world, that world, they created it.
I'm pretty sure
before you.
The first picture launched was mine at the lake on the plates.
That's a horrible picture. Right? You should be so ashamed of that picture.
And that's what I think then got all the people in the world going, hey, what is this?
It's a charcuterie board.
Right? And then it evolved, right? Because I was like the rough copy, and then it evolved. That's happened.
This looks like shit. We can do better.
But I put my heart and soul into it. Thank you very much. But it looks like all types of boards are coming back. It seems like they slowed down for a bit.
They did.
Now they're back. I saw on TikTok, the buttercream board has made a comeback.
Oh, God.
That's icing. That's with a little cookie. That's a Dunkaroo board, Samantha. That is Dunkaroos gone fancy, right? That's a fancy Dunkaroo board.
Yeah, that's
right?
definitely the Dunkaroo fancy
the
board.
buttercream board.
Oh my God.
And they had like all these different little cookies that looked fancy, so it didn't look like the little teddy bear, right? Looked fancy. But that buttercream, I know what that is. That's the Dunkaroo. That's the icing. And I'm like, oh, you've just fancied it up a little bit, so it looks classy to adults.
Classy to adults. It's entertaining children.
Right? And it's totally a Dunkaroo.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a board of Dunkaroos.
Oh my God.
But it just got me thinking when I saw that. I'm like, oh, I think I kicked off this trend.
No, you didn't.
I think I kicked off the original character board many years ago.
I think it's funny how you live your life thinking that you've created things when really it lived out in the world long before you. And then when you discover it, you think it's all brand new.
How do you prove it?
When you discover it, no, this is true. Friends of the podcast, back me up. You know, if you've been listening to this craziness that we do every week, you know that when she discovers something and the rest of the world knows about it already, she thinks she's invented it or she came up with it and we should all get on board. It's like, we were on board 10 years ago. Where were you?
No.
I just found it out now.
No.
This is so yummy.
No.
I can make a character board. It's a charcuterie board. No, it's a character board.
Right? They changed the words and made it fancy. Charcuterie. I made it a character board.
It was always a charcuterie
right?
board.
Because it was my character on the board.
Your character.
Remember, right? I shredded the meat.
Yes.
And I had chunks of cheese. They just fine-tuned it.
All right.
That's all. That's all that they did. They fine-tuned.
Okay.
Fine-tuned. Fine-tuned.
Calm down.
That's all. Right? I did it. I invented it. I still have the picture to prove it.
No, you don't.
I bet you I do.
You probably do.
I'll post it, Friends of the Podcast, if I can find it.
Okay. Build your charcuterie board.
Character board.
That and the Pope draft. We are just...
We're in it.
Right. We're hitting it hard today.
Right? We are 55 and 56, and we are super out there.
We are pissing people off by the minute. Losing people, by the way, constantly through Facebook.
Wondering why totally.
We lost like 3 or 4 people, and I'm like, okay, all right, you do you, boo.
Because I don't know what more we can do for Facebook.
Thanks for not hanging out.
Right? Apparently, right? You had that big of an issue with us? We're really nice on Facebook.
I think it's the last time you asked people, hey, if you're on here, are you listening to the podcast?
Just curious.
Responded.
And then I think the 3 that don't were like, nope. And off they went.
At least they were honest.
I'm not asking honest. Right? I'm not asking them to leave if they don't listen, because they contribute to lots of other things. And that's perfectly fine. What I'm asking is, I wonder why they don't listen. That's all. Maybe we got to put our clips on there.
Oh, there
maybe,
you go.
Right? And then they'll see and they'll be like, oh, I need more of this in my life.
Yes. We're so much fun.
We're so much fun. And then we wonder why nobody takes us serious. Because we talk about adult Dunkaroos.
Yeah, you know.
Right? That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's what we do.
So you mentioned our age, and I'm just thinking, okay, you know, we're women of a certain age. We come from an era, and I think, do we go out of our way to pay compliments, or as the Gen X kids that we are we void of that because of our upbringing?
We're totally void. We don't compliment.
I don't think we compliment.
We weren't complimented, so we don't compliment. We didn't hear it. We didn't live it.
We're a harsh bunch of group. We're a harsh group.
Right? Like, we weren't complimented.
No, because
it was just an expectation.
I come across this one lady. She's Gen X-y, and she talks about stuff on TikTok, and she also beefs about the kids and the participation
ribbons.
Right. And, you know, and it's like, we didn't get that.
No.
If you didn't get first, second, or third, you don't get nothing.
No.
You're not being patted on the back for showing up. She goes, it just didn't happen like that. And
it was tough love.
It was very
I picture me saying to my mom, you know, Mom, I tried really hard and I didn't get a medal. My mom would have said, you know what, Lisa? 2 things. Number 1, you didn't try hard enough. Number 2, you just aren't talented. That's why our artwork didn't go on the fridge. That's why it went in the box under her bed. Right? Oh, that's nice, but not for here. And it went someplace else.
Brutal.
Right? So,
oh my God.
Right? We loved her, but I don't think we were just getting complimented.
Yeah. You know, like, like, I think our parents, they weren't like,
They
we
weren't
sound horrible.
horrible.
No, they weren't horrible.
No.
They most likely, I don't know about you, both my parents worked. And, they gave us boundaries. They told us what we were supposed to do. They gave us the values and all of that. And they
Right.
supported us.
Yes.
And, when they could come to things, they did,
Yeah.
and all of that kind of fun
But
stuff,
if they
right?
couldn't, they couldn't.
No, because
They were busy.
like, they were busy. I got to work.
Carol
And it's
Burnett's
like,
on tonight.
right.
I'm not missing that. Sorry. There'll be another game. Right? Totally.
Right. So
Right?
if I just feel like we grew up in a time where we really just learned how to look after ourselves.
Yeah,
And I think
totally we
that's
did.
why we didn't need the compliments. And I don't
Right.
know about now, but I don't know if we've changed at all.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know. You know what the thing is that our parents probably didn't probably weren't raised with compliments either.
No, I think they
They
had
were
it harder.
surviving, right? They were just surviving, right? So they did what they knew. And then
Right.
something weird happened between Gen X and the next generation. It's like the Gen X, I blame Gen X moms for so much, right? Like, right? And I'm not going to be like this with my pigeons.
No, you're not.
Right, I'm not going to be.
You're gonna love them, but it's a hard love.
It's a hard love, right? But I'm going to give them lots of space. Give them their space. I think that the Gen X moms today, right, who had babies, so our age people who are moms, right, they felt that they needed to change, right the wrongs, right all the wrongs,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So we're not going to give you a spanking. We're going to give you a timeout. And we're going to make you become a horrible nightmare kid in public, right? So all the things we weren't, they created again, right? They brought back,
yeah.
right? They brought
Yeah.
back bad kids.
I feel like I would have been the yelling mom. I just feel like I would yell.
I would have been
And
the
maybe
70s mom.
I never, for a very short minute, I wanted to have kids in my 20s.
Short.
And then when nothing happened, I was like, you know what, I'm good.
Yeah. I
It was
remember
a very short window of opportunity.
when we first got married, I didn't want to have kids. And it never really changed either. But I remember one time we were at the lake and my nephew was a little blonde haired, like probably 5-year-old, hey, blue eyes, blonde hair.
Yeah.
And all I thought was, and Mike was playing with him. And I'm like, oh, if you could promise me that, then I'd be fine. If I get a girl, I'm going to be pissed. Right? Because I don't want a girl. I don't want no girl. I want a boy. I want a boy that looks like my nephew. And then I got over it really quickly. Hey,
Yeah.
He probably had a little temper tantrum, and I'm like, done.
And then you're like, good. Yeah,
just like that, done. But
We're not
I
doing
don't
this.
know. I just think, like, I mean, we pay compliments, right? We say please and thank you, and we, like, I'm happy for you. We do that.
It's not that, no, you know what it is? It's not that we don't pay compliments. It's we give people compliments when someone did something really good and
Right.
really well and
Right.
executed it. And it's not just for doing it.
No.
That's what you should be doing.
That's why our age, when we have a work performance appraisal, we're okay with meet satisfaction because that's all we need to do.
We're just doing it.
We're just
that's
doing our
just
job.
Our job.
Thank you.
Like, if you don't give me a gold star, I'm not going to go into the corner and cry.
No, do I want to exceed? Of course I do. But if
Sure.
at the end of all of it, you feel I've done my job and I've met satisfaction, you're happy with me, I'm really okay with that because that's how I grew up, being
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah, pretty
Right?
much.
Yeah. I don't want the participation medal. Right? I don't want that.
Children nowadays, you don't have a thick skin.
Right? And I don't know. You know what? It was fun being Gen X, right?
It was because we didn't have stuff our parents don't know that we did.
That we did, right? Every now and then you'll see this meme. I think my kid sister sent it to me and she's like, remember waking up in the field? Totally remember waking up in the field. Remember running from the cops? Totally remember running from the cops. Every Friday night.
Yeah.
Without fail.
Yeah. Without fail.
Right? So good times, Samantha. Okay, I did something that you're going to think is ridiculous. And maybe in hindsight, maybe it wasn't my best thing. But I did it because I didn't want to go to the shoppers. And I was at the dollar store. I bought a dollar store mascara.
Did you get pink eye from it?
No, I've used it. Look at it. You can see it. And you know what it's called? Wowie. Wowie. Wowie.
And did it wow you?
And like not 100% no, because the brush is really, really small. So I'm like, how am I supposed to lash my lashes when it's so little?
Curiosity?
Yeah.
Are you a little smudged under the one eye?
Yeah, because it got a little thick there.
It's a
So
great
it,
mascara, Lisa.
so it was like a clump, right? And I don't know mascara well enough how to unclump it.
Oh my god!
So I'm sure all day people have been wondering if I got punched out or something, right?
Yeah, it looks like you went a little too
A
crazy.
little too crazy right under there, hey? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
the
could just while it's still wet, you can still take your finger and like
thing
wipe your
is, I don't
eyelash
know if
off.
it's waterproof or not. It doesn't say.
Oh my god! Well, you're about to find out
I'm
tonight
about
when
to
you
find
wash
out before
your
bed,
face.
right?
You're about to find out.
About to find. Stay tuned, friends of the podcast. So I'm just saying, right? I don't know,
Ah,
but I was
you
there and I
know,
saw it, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it,
yeah. You living on the edge. That's what you do,
right?
Lisa. Living on the edge. Oh my
I
god.
just thought, hey,
I'm not knocking the dollar store people. I get it.
no,
I get it. I get it. I buy my
right?
mascara on sale. I don't buy the expensive shit.
$1.75,
Right.
right?
So I'm just saying
$1.75,
though, like maybe not everything should be like that
right?
bought at the dollar store.
Right. And I'm not sure I would reinvest, but I'm not sure I'd
Okay.
go back and get
Good to know.
Wowie. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I've never seen that brand in other stores. I feel it's made only for the dollar store.
I've never even heard of it. So
Like
there you
either that
go.
or it's something that Barbie uses in the toy department, right? In the
Probably.
toys,
Yeah,
right?
probably.
Like
Hey.
maybe she comes with a mascara. But I got some fashion news for you, Samantha.
Uh-oh.
It upsets me. It'll upset you a little bit, more me.
Uh,
But I feel this might be a trend that you're going to jump on. Not this girl. I'm anti this. Move
Uh-huh.
over, loafers. This is the flat shoe cool girls that they can't stop wearing. All the cool kids are wearing the ballerina flat.
I already have a pair. I wore them out on Friday. I've had them for a
It
while.
doesn't have the strap.
Nope, that all ballerina flats are all the
I didn't see
flats.
a strap on your shoe.
You don't have to have a strap for it to
Where's
be
your
a
strap?
ballerina
It's not a
flat.
true ballerina shoe.
But I'm about to get one,
You're
so
going to get a
calm down.
ballerina shoe?
Yeah, because they're like hot and really cool. I want to
I'm
get a
not doing
slingback
it.
too.
I'm sticking with the loafers. They're still in. They're still
All right.
in. Actually,
Your
loafers have
last
never
year.
gone away.
Your
What's that?
last year.
No, I'm in
Your
sale
very
last year.
last year.
That's fine. I don't need to be this year. I don't need to be this year. That's not. I don't need that. Right? I just need to. I just need to be me. And
I do
me.
believe while we were out with Michelle on Friday, there was talk of jeans. So I was like, oh, glimmer of hope. Michelle's going to take you shopping.
I might get some jeans, friends. I might get some new jeans.
Oh my God.
We'll
Because
see.
she did say that you maybe needed a new pair.
I know every time she sees me, she's like, "We gotta get you some jeans,"
Yeah.
but then she never follows through.
No, because you know what? I think even she's afraid of your carpentry pants.
And it's a cargo pant. There's literally no place for a hammer, so I could not
All
be a
right.
carpenter in them. Thank you. Right? And Jesus probably wore carpet. If Jesus was in jeans, he'd be in them.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right.
So I'm just saying, right? I'm sticking with loafers. I'm not. You imagine me in a ballet shoe?
No,
No, right?
no.
That's not
You
my
go from boot to loafer
to Converse
back to boot.
and
Oh,
Converse.
sorry. Yes, Converse in the summer.
Right. But just like
Your toes don't see the light of day, and we're all pretty thankful for that.
I'm super thankful, right? I have ugly feet. Like they have they have polish and everything on. Like they're clean and they're kept, but they're not pretty, right? They're really for
No.
me. My feet just represent modes of transportation, right? That's totally what they do, right? They're just my feet are meant for walking, and that's just what they'll do. That's all, right? You see them at the lake. That's the only time,
Yes, this
Yeah.
is true.
right? That's it. I don't feel very
So-
comfortable.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Are you still taping your mouth?
I'm still taping.
Are you?
Yeah, but like not like only till 3:30. I can't get past 3:30. It's like the magic time, hey, and I'm just like done. I can't get past it,
Okay.
right? But sometimes when I sleep, sometimes when I tape, I'm still doing this a lot, trying to get it in the right place, trying to get it long enough because I feel I need it to go under my chin,
No, you don't.
or else it pops off somehow.
Oh my God.
How much tape do you use?
Just a cover.
Like just like little bit?
Like just enough to keep my lips closed.
Like no, like I'm here. I'm like here, For sure to my chin.
And that's probably why you wake up at 3:30 going, "Oh my God, I can't breathe."
Right. I think that my mouth doesn't stop moving all night long. Right.
Well, you are a talker, so you're
So
probably talking to
right.
yourself.
So I feel that even with the tape, my mouth is still moving quite a bit.
Okay.
That's why I think it doesn't like that's why at 3:30 it's done. But I'm still doing it and I can tell the difference. I don't wake up as dehydrated.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping
All
it.
right.
Are you keeping up with it? Like you do it every day?
Yeah, I mean, I think I need to get the proper mouth
You want
tape.
this one?
I want the things that I've seen.
I don't think I want this one.
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
I don't want the across my mouth one. I don't think that scares me.
Oh,
Right?
why?
Because
You're
then
not
my
going to
mouth
stop
won't.
breathing.
My mouth won't move.
And that might be a blessing for all.
No, I don't think I can do that. Sorry, I can't do that. I can't do that. Um, no,
Just a thought.
can't do it. I can't do it, Samantha. Okay, but I want to talk to you about an article that I read. Okay, it
Oh,
says
God.
that the key to young skin, which this should be interesting for you, right?
Uh-huh.
The key to young skin is to lather and slather.
Uh-huh.
Lather with an oil-free soap and
Uh-huh.
slather with face cream,
Sure.
and you get young skin.
Well, is that your Jergens body cream working for you?
Yeah, I just use soap. Actually, I think I'm using a Nivea right now, a Nivea cream, because it's got is it kaopectate in it or what's in it? Pectol.
Oh my God,
What's in it?
no!
What's in it that tightens your skin?
Kaopectate is for your tummy, you dumbass.
It doesn't have that. What's in it for your skin?
I have no
No,
idea what's in Nivea.
what's is it retinol?
Well, you can do retinol.
There's
You
some
can do
retinol in it.
you can do a hyaluronic acid.
No, I think there's retinol in
do
it.
vitamin C. You can do some peptides.
No. Oh, maybe it's peptides. That's where I'm getting it mixed up with kaopectate. Right? It might be that. I think it's peptides in my Nivea.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so I'm just slathering and
Okay.
lathering.
All right.
And look at,
All right.
I'm like, I got pretty young looking skin.
Sure,
So maybe you should try because I know you got a routine, right? You got steps,
I do.
right? Lots and lots of steps.
I don't have lots of steps. I have normal steps.
How many
I
steps do
clean-
you have?
I use a lovely face wash thing.
Get your
I
face
have-
off.
I do an oil, and then I do like a cream, and then I do some eye cream, and then I go to bed.
That's like a lot of steps. I take my makeup off. That's my step.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of soap, step.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of cream, gone to bed.
All right.
Lather and slather.
Lisa,
What?
not everybody has to be you.
I know, I'm just saying.
That's a really hard concept for you, isn't it?
We don't need to start. Really? Do you need to do this now?
It is.
Is this
because
where we
you're
need
like,
to go?
that seems like a lot.
It does
and
seem
it's
like a lot.
for you.
And for
but
me.
for some of us, we like the routine that we have
What's
because it
likable
makes us
about
happy.
it? What's likable? What makes you happy?
Because it makes me feel better when I do it.
Like your skin feels better?
Yes, it feels better.
Feels younger?
Yes.
Well,
and
mine
you know
feels
what?
younger with less steps.
Well,
Maybe you should just try my approach
uh-huh.
and see if it works for you.
No.
Lather and slather.
I am lathering and slathering.
Well,
so
maybe my routine is the routine of the future.
probably not.
You don't know. You don't know, right?
You single-handedly are killing the beauty industry.
Because I'm not needing their stuff.
Right, because you rely on Nivea or Jergens.
Or Jergens, either or. I like a good Jergens too, right?
Yes.
It's really whatever's on sale. But when the one had like the peptide or the peptins or the Pepto, whatever it has in it, I'm like,
Oh my God.
maybe now that I'm 55, I should maybe up my game a pinch. That's all. You know what I saw?
Alrighty.
I saw, you probably have seen this on the TikTok. Runs the podcast. You know what I need in my life so badly? I need a double smash burger.
You're never going to eat a double smash burger.
I need a single smash burger. A double looks so good though, because they smash it.
Yes.
So the one I saw, Sam, is okay. So they put it on, give it a smash, then they lift it up. They put onions underneath, put the smash burger back on, smash it into the onions, grilled onions, cheese, bun. I'm like, oh, wow.
Does that not fly in the face of your obsessive habit of dieting?
Okay, but this is like a hamburger, and people still need to eat. You tell me all the time, you still have to eat.
Weren't you just recently talking about getting a new bathing suit? Because if you're going to go for like a triple layered smash burger with onions and cheese and a bun, your new bathing suit's toast.
Well, okay, I want a new bathing suit because I haven't bought a new bathing suit in a few years.
Okay.
Right? So I want a new bathing suit because I feel that my last bathing suit, okay, here's the thing, right? And no offense, right? But I just feel that by then, hopefully in my 56th year.
Oh my God, finish your thought.
Right? My mind is scattered because I'm still excited about the pigeons. Okay. In my 56th year, I'm hoping to have a bathing suit that I can help myself into and I don't have to ask for help.
That would be wonderful.
Right. So look at me helping you. Right.
So is that new bathing suit like a one piece? Is it a tankini? Are you doing a bikini? Because you're going into your summer svelte body.
Yeah, but my svelte body, even though I may be losing a few pounds, it's like a candle. It's just dripping down, right? As I sit on a pillow because my ass is losing weight, right? It's not good. I haven't lost anything where I would notice except for on my backside.
Your body doesn't know that it needs to leave from like other parts of you.
Like if it's going to drip like a candle, can it start at my head? It's not, right? It's just starting at my ass and it's dripping. Where it's dripping is where it doesn't need to drip.
Okay.
Right? Because from the waist down, right? That's okay.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. Yeah, we're going to have to go bathing suit shopping.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, we can. We can go. Like I know at the Walmart they sell the bathing suits, right? To get
oh my God! Can you just invest in a decent,
I'm not going to.
swimsuit?
I'm not going to. I'm going to get one from Walmart. And look at how well my last one lasted. Right? I already got my swim shorts. It's like I just need a tankini.
You need a one piece then.
No, I want a tankini. I want to show off my mid.
Oh my God!
I want to show off my mid this summer. Right?
I can't wait for you to burn that part of your body.
That's never seen sun.
And then wonder why you're always hot.
Right? And that's never seen sun. I'm going to sport a tankini, friends of the podcast.
Oh, sweet mother of God. Okay.
Right? Okay, but you know what? This is something new. I'm shaking my head. I usually just have one eye shake my head. I actually have another eye shake my head. We go out for breakfast sometimes, and I don't know about you, but do you ever just shake your head at how expensive coffee is in a restaurant?
It's $4.
Why is a cup of coffee $4 in a restaurant?
It's $4 for Folgers.
Or
Nabob.
Or like Encore or some shit no-name
or
stuff.
Or Melita.
Yeah, right? It's not even coming from a pod. It's coming from a or a can, right? A can or a pouch. Right. And it's going into an industrial type maker.
Right.
They're making a killing on coffee. That's why breakfast restaurants still survive, because of coffee. It's like going to a restaurant and getting a pop, right? And that's just about the price of your meal.
The pop is also $4.
Pop's very expensive, right? That's where they're making their money is on what people drink.
You know what I want to know for that $4 coffee? Are you like crushing those beans first get those coffee grounds?
They're not. They're not grinding anything. They're literally opening up the lid of the can, or they're cutting the tinfoil pouch, right?
True.
That's all that they're doing. And that's $4. And it's $4 for me and $4 for you. $8 for coffee.
But is that why Starbucks is so expensive too?
Yeah, but at least people are working it. At least somebody's working the coffee. No, because to get a regular coffee, like a tall, dark blonde, is not that expensive at Starbucks.
It's still $4.
No, it's less.
Are you sure?
Sure. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Pretty darn sure. Pretty darn sure, Samantha.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying I shake my head at restaurant coffee. Restaurants, you know who you are.
I too shake my head.
Right?
Yes.
You know who you are.
Everybody. It's all restaurants.
All restaurants and their coffee.
Okay, but I'm shaking my head at the people on Sunday people. Sunday people. We need to have a chat.
Maybe this is what pushed those 3 people to leave, was this post.
What are you talking?
Maybe they're like, I can't.
Yeah, I can't do this anymore. This is so petty.
They're going to judge.
You're absolutely right. We are a petty group of people, and we talk about
petty podcast.
Dumb shit. We talk about dumb shit. Fi- on Sunday, we threw out Crocs with socks.
Yes or
People were
no?
like, no. There were a scattering, a smatter, as you would say, a smattering of people who would like them.
My sister's one of them,
I know. Yes, your sister is one of
right?
them.
Her whole family loves Crocs with socks.
Bless her heart.
Bless them.
Bless her heart. And one of them did admit to wearing them, but not out of the house.
Right? Okay.
I'm like, okay, legit. Because my mom has a pair of Crocs she wears in the house too.
And she probably has
sorry,
socks.
Mom. I'm outing you.
And she probably wears socks with them too sometimes.
She does.
Of course.
She does. Yeah. But I will say the best response was from Paula B. And it was inspired by Dr. Seuss.
It really was. It was awesome.
Yes. So it goes like this, folks. No to socks with Crocs. No to socks with Birkenstocks. Do not wear them here nor there. Do not wear them anywhere. I love when things rhyme.
I love a good rhyme, right? Loved it.
Dr. Seuss would be so proud right
Totally,
now.
right? Totally.
So thank you, Paula. That was perfect. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. And to each is their own. We get that, right?
We get it. We don't care.
That was the total message. That was the message overall, right? People were saying, do what you do you.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
But that's what we saw when we went for breakfast that one Saturday.
Families with socks with Crocs.
Families of Crocs.
And it's like, oh, we got to find out if this is the trend. Because it seemed to be at the local diner.
Yeah.
Right? And then we had our Facebook Tuesday, right? Every Tuesday we put on a one has to go. And thank you to Haley, friend of the podcast. She's helped us out a lot. I think she's given me 10 and she gave you some would you rathers.
She gave me some would you rathers,
right?
and I'm using one this week, so stay tuned, folks.
Right. Even though she did call us on the carpet, didn't appreciate us talking about old lady clothing. It's the beauty of Haley, right? She just says it like she sees it.
She said that you were wearing old lady clothing with your pull-up pants.
And I'm like, totally, right? Pencil me in if Aaliyah still existed. Pencil me in for some jewel tones, Samantha. Anyways, Facebook Tuesday, right? This week it was social media.
Uh-huh.
So we had all the main social medias out there. Number one, everybody hates Twitter. Most people didn't know what X was, but X is Twitter.
Twitter.
Everybody hated it. X, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. And Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently we don't love Snapchat. We don't love Snapchat.
I don't understand Snapchat and I don't care.
I just think Snapchat is another messaging system.
Ugh.
Right? I don't use it. I have it, but I don't use it.
No.
What one did you kick to the curb?
X. Like I
like Twitter. I like it because I learn lots of new stuff. I don't need Pinterest in my life, and I don't know anything about Reddit.
I don't use Reddit either, actually.
But maybe we're missing out. I don't know. That's just one of the fun things that we did, right?
Yes. Oh, but quick shout out, because we forgot to do this. And it's now been a couple of weeks since we were there, so sorry.
And he's probably not listening now.
No, and that's okay. We did go to a place called Leopold's, and it's like a pub, and it was fun. And we had a gentleman named Hector who was delightful and was like, hey, you guys have never been here before? And we got like 5-star treatment from him. So it was delightful.
We'll go back this week.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Right? It was a lot of fun. You know what else we want to do? I don't think we've done this yet. I want to shout out to our listeners in Mexico.
We are very popular in Mexico right now.
There's a group of people somewhere in Mexico loving all things I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam. And we wanted to give you a shout out. And you know what we want you to do? We want you to, I would say, call into our phone line on our website, but I don't know if you can do that from Mexico, but drop us a line. Find us. We are on all the socials, or go to our website. You listen to the podcast, you know where it is, www.ishakemyheadpod.com, and tell us who you are. We just want to know, because we thought it was so cool. We thought it was so, so cool. We also got a new review this week.
Oh.
I feel it's because we've been begging people, and that's fine, right?
That's fine.
So I didn't see who did it because I didn't see a name, which is perfectly fine too. But guess what? Shout out to the anonymous person who left us a review. And it was a positive one, so thank you very much.
Yeah, and then we do need I need to shout out Rory, who jumped on our What's for Lunch Facebook Messenger thing that we do. and he wanted to know about sour cream gravy. Well, that's my mom's recipe for sour cream
I
gravy.
love
And
this dialogue, actually.
yeah, it was pretty funny. And I'm like, I will tell you the recipe. So I don't have the exact recipe for the sour cream gravy, Rory, but I will get it to you. I promise. I just need to connect with my mom, and then I'll throw. It's not a family secret. It's actually relatively easy, and she'll be like, "That's just too easy, Samantha." And
But you know, it was so funny, right?
could you write it out, Mom?
Because I just only stumbled upon this. This I think just started happening. I guess obviously after Easter.
It was today,
and so I stumbled upon it. And what I loved was that Rory said, "Hey Lisa, I hope that Samantha doesn't take the recipe and hold on to it because we know what happens when she does that, right?" And I'm like, you know what?
Her trunk.
And I'm like, and I put it in her trunk, and I'm like, you're right, Rory,
Oh,
because
God.
she kept it for 15 years. My
Yes.
family heirloom from my
No,
dear
I did
departed
not, but
mom.
That delighted me because that means that Rory
He's
has listened to a lot of episodes.
He is listening a lot to Lisa and Sam, right?
Yeah, so thank you so much, Rory. I will get the
That really
recipe
made my
to you.
day today, actually. I
Yeah.
really appreciate that. I'm like, I love that. That was so fun.
I like it when people bring stuff back up and I'm like, oh my God, did we say that? Oh, we must
Totally
have.
did, right? I'm like, I love it.
But yeah, you know, it's a gravy recipe that I will not go to my deathbed with. It is easy to make, and it only happens when ham is
When
being
ham
made.
meets
So
sour cream.
when ham meets sour, and it's bad for you, but it's so good. So good. All right. But you'll get it. Trust me, I promise.
Hey,
But
have you mailed the stuff back to Tina?
Yes, I already did. Yeah,
Okay,
she's
because I
getting
never
it.
messaged her. Dear
Okay,
Tina, if you're listening,
Yeah.
Sam sent your stuff, but they didn't tell her how
And then
much
it
to
came
pay.
back because they said I didn't pay enough, and I'm like, fine, I'll pay more.
So she sent it back. So you're getting it.
Yes, and I sent
You're
it
getting
again.
it. Okay, good.
Yes, it's already done.
Good.
Calm down.
Good. I'm just
Calm down.
Hi, I'm following up. I'm
Okay.
going to be a mom. That's what I got to start doing.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay. But I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to do it every time, and you guys are just going to be patient. You're going to listen through it. But let's learn something again today, is how to connect with us. Guys, we have tons of stuff, social media galore. You know where we are. Visit our website, which is ishakemyhandpod.com. You can sign up for our newsletters, leave a message, or check out our episodes. You can watch us on YouTube. You can watch the podcast. All you have to do is go to YouTube, look for us, and subscribe. That would be great.
Samantha, how many subscribers do we have?
We only have 123.
Come on, everybody.
Or maybe it's 122 now.
I think it's
I'm not
122.
Sure.
Let's get some more. Let's get to 130. Can we please?
Woohoo!
Woohoo.
Join our Patreon for exclusive content, early access, and behind-the-scenes footage, all for as little as $2 a month. And visit patreon.com/ishakemyhand. If you're looking for I Shake My Head swag, head on to threadless.com and search for us. And we're also proud to be part of the Women in Media Network. Lots of really cool, fun podcasts on there if you ever want to check it out. And we want to thank John Jamigo for editing our podcast each week.
Thanks,
Because
John.
he makes us look and sound good.
Looking so good. Samantha, here's a quick baseball update. I know everybody waits just for this.
Yeah.
I finally lost my first game.
Woohoo!
So I'm 4-1, still tied for first place. It's hard, hey, because every day there's a baseball game. So one day, the reason I lost is because one day I forgot to fix my team. And that guy that I was playing fixed his team, right? Because you have to change it up every day, right? Because some days what happened with me is that I had 4 teams not playing, which meant I had 4 players not playing. And usually you would substitute, you'd find them off your bench, you'd trade them. And I didn't do it. And it was enough damage that the jackass beat me.
So now you're number 2.
No, I'm not. I'm tied for first still, but that was my first loss.
Okay.
Right? So it's hard. It's hard. I almost...
You were going to lose eventually, right?
It's a lot of work every day, right? Every day it's a lot of work.
Okay, so it's just like being a mom, so just get used to it.
I know, right? The Jays suck. I'm not even going to ask the fake fan to become part of this. I'm not even going to put you through this yet. Right?
No, the Jays do suck. I've watched.
Yeah, and the Maple Leafs lost tonight, so come on, Leafs.
Oh.
Right? That makes my husband happy, right? That's all I got. There's your sports update, friends of the podcast.
Woohoo!
Samantha, anything else you want to talk about?
No.
What about our live show, August 16th in Collingwood, Ontario?
Yes,
Tickets
we're
coming.
still working on it.
Tickets coming. We're still building
More
our show.
information coming in the middle of May.
Yeah, just stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. I can already feel it, right? All right, Samantha, that's all I got too. I got nothing more for you. I'm never all talked out, but I can be now if you want me to be.
All right, Chatty Cathy.
All right, Samantha. Friends of the podcast, have a great week. Samantha, always a pleasure.
It should be.
Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.